When your wife comes home from work tonight, do not ask her for sex. Do not ask her why she never initiates sex. And don't tell her that you need to talk about the relationship. Instead, we are going to do something so different. I want you to give her 8 minutes. That's it. 8 minutes where she doesn't have to think about what's for tea, defend herself, solve problems, or feel like she's not enough or failing as a wife. This is what I want you to do. Okay, so when she walks through the door, you just greet her with a genuine smile. Give her a hug and not just like a quick pat on the back, but I want you to give her a genuine 30-second hug if she's comfortable with it. Taking your time to stand there as a present man, allowing your wife to lean into your arms and allow her body to relax. And all you have to say is, I'm happy you're home, babe. Not what's for dinner, not the kids have been driving me crazy. Just let her come home and feel her body relax. And then say to her, like, babe, I just got something for us this evening. It's going to take 8 minutes. And for those 8 minutes, I'm going to guide you through it. So we've done the hug. Then I want you to ask her 3 questions that help her come back to the relationship and not about her day or the problems or what's going on at work. Something like, what is one thing that I do that makes you smile? How can I help you more throughout the day? What is one thing that you miss about our honeymoon days? Or what is one thing that you're looking forward to this week? And if you want more questions, I will link my 50 conversation starters below because you'll obviously have a 50 different conversation starters below, but that's just an example. The important part here is don't fix her, don't interrupt her, and don't make it about you. Just listen to her. If she talks, let her talk. If she pauses, let her pause. Don't rush to finish the silence or the sentence, and maybe hold her hand. Hug her, touch her neck, her shoulders, because when you put your hand here, she's going to feel a sense of that she can relax, that she's safe, that she's physically held, especially on the back of the neck and on the top of the shoulders. It's where everyone stores a lot of stress. So if you can give that connection without any intention, she's just going to be like, he's here for me, and I can actually relax. The goal isn't to impress her. The goal is to simply make her body feel like she can relax and she's finally arrived somewhere. She doesn't need to like keep going on the go all the time. Because what I notice is so many husbands try to reconnect at 10 o'clock at night in bed, but intimacy doesn't just click it switch on like that. The intimacy always doesn't start in the bedroom. It begins in those tiny moments after work, in the kitchen, on the sofa, over dinner, whenever she feels seen as a person before she feels seen as a partner. So we've had the hug, we've had the questions. So now we're probably in for about 3 minutes here. You can see how quick this goes. You don't need 3 hours to make fast changes in the relationship. Now you're into that third minute. I want you to come back to another hug. So it's like, babe, I'm just going to give you another hug. This time for a minute. And I want you to allow her to relax. So as she's in your arms, you can say, it's like, babe, just relax. You don't have to hold it all together now. I'm here to support you. And I want you to be as strong as you can in your posture. It's all about presence. And notice the difference in her relaxation in her body when we did the first 30-second hug compared to this minute hug now. If you need to put a timer on, put a timer on, or we can generally gauge a minute. After that, I want you to just go and sit on the sofa and sit on the bed somewhere comfortably and sit face to face with each other. Like knee to knee, looking at each other, holding each other's hands in the middle. And I want you to just share from your hearts, one thing I love about you is, and be like, let's play this game together. And for about a minute, you are going to take it in turns back and forth, sharing one thing I love about you is. And going back and forth, this is boosting the emotional intimacy. This is allowing her to feel seen. You can share things, go a little bit deeper and just about like, oh, I love the way that you pick the kids up, or I love when you pick the kids up when I don't have time. Let's go a little bit deeper into the really meaning of that woman that you married and who she is. So sharing back and forth, probably like, 4 or 5 minutes by now. And then I want you to come into another hug, but lying down. And the goal of this is for you as a man to notice how her body relaxes over time through this hug. And also for her to notice the more that you've guided her through this 8-minute exercise, she can also notice like, I don't have to hold it all together anymore. I don't have to be strong and I can just relax. So as you're lying down, same again, come into a hug, but this time obviously no one's got to hold each other up and you can both relax into each other and encourage her to breathe. Obviously, this point is for you as well to come into the connection to relax as well. How can you support her relaxation even more? And that might be just comforting in her if she does say something. You don't need to get into a hard conversation right now. That may be noticing your breath and are you breathing really rapidly and stressed? She's going to pick that up. How can you calm your breath? And then that naturally is going to ripple over into the connection and the touch between both of you. I want you to do this, a couple of times a week with no expectations, no scorecard, no hoping that it leads to sex. Just 8 minutes of connection that she is going to feel appreciated. You are going to start noticing how to relax her, and gradually you start feeling like you're on the same team again. After you've spent this time lying down with each other, then you're going to share. I really enjoyed connecting with you. I know you've had a busy day, but these little moments really mean a lot to the relationship. Look at each other in the eyes, give each other a smile, give each other a kiss, and just carry on with your day. There is no need to go, of course, you can get the candles out, you can get the music out, but we don't always need that. And you don't have time for that when you're in rush after work. But 8 minutes is just showing you that you're leading, she can relax, and gently the intimacy can come back into the relationship. That's it, 8 minutes. If it takes six, it takes six. If it takes 10, let it take 10. Trust that you are leading the relationship. Trust that she can lean into you because she feels emotionally safe and connected and she doesn't have to be up in her head. So when you've done this, I want you to come back and let me know how you noticed her body shift in relaxation from as soon as she walked into the door to that second hug and to that third one as well. And if you want 30 days of simple connection exercises, you can find more in Patreon. You've got the 30-day intimacy reboot for husbands to reboot you into rebuilding that closeness without pressure, one small step at a time to recreating that intimacy at the end. And also we have the 6-week intimacy reset. So this is for couples where I guide you over 6 weeks through play, through fun date nights, through connection exercises. That isn't hardcore therapy talk, but it's just a moment where you guys literally can come back to each other in love. Because it's the smallest exercises, the smallest pockets of time that create the biggest changes in the relationship. You can go on a holiday, you can enjoy yourself, you can drink that pina colada. It's great to relax, but then you're holding out for that time. And when you come back, you're just in the repetitive cycle. These tiny moments that I'm giving you around intimacy work in the smallest of moments, but that created the biggest change. So I'm looking forward to hearing what actually shifted in her body and what you noticed about yourself through this 8 minutes. Pop that back down here below, and I'll see you next time, guys.